This is the ZD Racing 9th scale MT09. So we know ZD Racing. They make a bunch of smaller scale bashers, but can they really step it up? Can they make a proper 9th scale durable basher? That's what we are looking to find out today. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Troy. This is RoadsideRC. You'll tend to find me bashing or crawling or drifting or racing, plus doing product review videos and how-tos. Let's get started by getting this out of the box. Boy, do they give you a lot in the box. So of course, some spare battery straps. You have some small tools that you may need occasionally with the truck. Well, this is really cool though. A bunch of spare hubs. So both front and rear hubs. Some spare screws, spare turnbuckle. I love it. They provide this kind of stuff. It's super cool. It does come with a single 3S 5000 milliamp battery, which is kind of interesting. 9th scale, pretty big, right? Maybe just slightly bigger than 10th scale, coming with a 3S. So we'll have to see, is that enough power for a big vehicle like this? It probably is. Most 10th scales run 3S, but a lot of the times they're getting into 4 as well now. But this nice battery, XT60 on it, balance plug, so you can charge it with the supplied iMax B3 charger, which is, you know, very nice and a whole lot better than some of the chargers that a lot of the times these vehicles come with, or you can even use a higher powered, more full hobby grade charger to be able to charge it up even faster. It does come with a basic instruction manual, provides all the little basics for how you're going to get up and running, but also really importantly here, exploded diagrams and part numbers. We always love it when they do that. The controller looks like one of the Dumbo RC variants. Underneath this cover, you have your trims and reverses. Requires 4 AA batteries to get up and running. Come to the truck itself. That's pretty fun looking. Check that out. I love the paint scheme, red and black. We have actual hard mirrors here. We have roof skids. We have a whole rear support structure here, which is really nice. Again, that'll help protect the body. Same back here. That is great. A solid grille. Looks like the stickers are already all put on. 4 body clips clearly take the body off. Big tires, soft. They feel foam filled, but maybe not a lot of foam in there. They feel a little empty. Makes me a little bit nervous about how those are going to handle, so we'll have to watch that as we drive. Big nasty front bumper on this thing. So maybe not the design that I would immediately go after. It's a lot of bumpers sticking out there. It doesn't feel as like refined hobby grade as maybe some of the other brands do, but the good news is if you're looking at getting this truck, that's probably going to give a lot of protection, and you see the little LED light bar there in the front as well. Out back, look at this nice wheelie bar, big bumper, so that is cool. Already installed, ready to go. We will see if it can pull wheelies like that or not. I really don't know. I'm very curious to see how this thing does. Underneath the body, we see a couple other interesting things here. So this is our ESC, just like we would expect, single XT60 on it. Brushless. There's 0 markings on it whatsoever. On the other side here, we have the motor, which is listed at 2600 kV, and we have a nice heat sink and a fan on top of it. That is awesome. And we have the plug hanging out here on the side, and that is actually where you're going to plug your lights in when you take your body on and off. Receiver box right here. Looks like it's most likely waterproof, or at least definitely splash resistant. We have a servo here that is unmarked. Going through typical bell crank servo saver setup on here, like we would expect to see on a lot of the vehicles. So expect that should do us quite well. You'll notice the big tower-to-tower brace here. Huge plastic bracing there in the front. Not as much here in the rear. So that's interesting to see. But the other thing I think is quite interesting is look how short this rear dog bone is. Very short little rear dog bone. They've taken this center transmission, which is frequently kind of in the center, and they've actually moved it purposefully back, and I believe that's to make room for the electronics and be able to run a bigger battery over here with still leaving enough room for the ESC. That's pretty cool, actually. It's kind of a unique idea. We will have to see how strong it is and how it sets up, but there's even room here. honestly, for maybe even a bigger motor, if you wanted to go to try to like maybe a full 8 scale motor, I think there might be room there to do that. As we take a look around the rest of the car, we see adjustable turnbuckles, both for the steering and the camber here. We see metal drive shafts, bearings throughout, metal gears throughout. Everything looks exactly as we would expect. Front and rear hinge pin holders are all metal on here. I love that kind of copperish color. It's kind of fun, isn't it? Shocks are beautiful oil-filled units that are adjustable. Similar story back here on the rear with the adjustability, the metal drive shafts, beefy control arms. We even have sway bars. It doesn't appear we have one on the front, but we do have a sway bar here on the rear. I'll be really curious how that handles. Bottom of the chassis etched in. Look, that's pretty fun. MT09 ZD Racing and a Panther on there. You can see they have these like it's not actually carbon fiber, just in case you're curious. It's just molded into the plastic kind of look, but it is solid down here on the bottom. Droop plates, droop screws, front and rear. I mean, this is checking a lot of metal chassis kind of 8th scale stuff, but also kind of in a almost 10th scale size. It's really genuinely, I think they scaling this 9th scale is pretty accurate. I think if they called it 8th, would have been a little upset at them. It's definitely bigger than the average 10th and includes some components that you'd typically see more on 8th. I don't know, this thing's quite interesting to me. I'm quite intrigued. That battery straps down in there beautifully. Look at that. Fits in there nice and tight, and it is not going anywhere with that. Supports all the way around it. 2 straps on it. I'm about ready to give this thing a run. There we go. We are ready. We are out here at the RC track. So we're going to give the thing a test out here. We got plenty of grassy field to run in. We've got the track to run in. This is going to be fun. That doesn't feel very fast, but I'm noticing the throttle dual rate's turned way, way down. So yeah, first drive, you might want to make sure. Oh yeah, that's a whole lot better. Oh man, plenty of power, plenty big to handle grass, not an issue at all. Wow, that's really good actually. Ha! Let's see how it does on track. Thoughts after the initial run here, and the truth is this thing did absolutely amazing. I was really impressed with durability, drivability. I mean, this is not a race vehicle. We don't have race tires on it. We're not set up for that. We're set up for big bumper headlights bashing, but I was able to make lap after lap after lap, completely hitting all the jumps, nailing all the landing, better than I would have expected on a surface like this. I think this is awesome. We nosed in multiple times. I don't know if you can see there. See all the dirt underneath. I mean, I cased a couple jumps. We've scraped the bottom of the chassis. We've done some stuff like that, but you know, it's walked away absolutely unscathed. All of the suspension's in good shape. Steering's in good shape. Bumper hasn't broken. Just the LEDs haven't even broken. I'm driving cased some jumps and stuff like that. How did the LEDs not break? I'll be honest, this thing's pretty sweet. And I think the thing that's really crazy about it is the price, $339. You're getting 3S capable, basically largest 10th scale aluminum chassis, everything like that, fully ready to run with battery. All you gotta do is provide some AA batteries, charger and everything included for $339. When you think about that, Team Corrali, kind of obviously like the Punisher 10th scale kind of vehicle, is over $400. And if you want to try to get into a comparable-ish Arma, you're at like $500+. So like, this is, if you are looking at getting into kind of budget RC basher, but yet has a lot of the great capability, has a lot of the durability, has all of that, This is hard to beat for $300-ish. So what's next for me is I am going to get this battery all topped back up off, and I'm going to go make some more laps because that was a lot of fun. If you have any questions about this vehicle or anything that I did not answer, please leave them down in the comments below. Curious about buying one of these? There'll be a link in the video description where you can go and get it and learn more about it. Curious though, if you don't think this might be the right one for you, I have a vehicle reviews playlist. It'll be popping up over here to your right. I hope to see you in one of those videos. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.